How's it going, guys? I'm your host Tian. Welcome back to a Singaporean Life, and for today's video we are going to be reviewing the Tian Lai Hokkien Mee stall that is located in this market in Toa Payoh. So it's actually pretty near my house, and I have heard of this stall before, but I never really got a chance to try it. So I thought, hey, why not head down and try it for today's lunch? At the same time, I got some content to make for you guys. Okay, so full disclaimer first, I'm actually not a huge Hokkien Mee person. Like, I would eat it if it's placed in front of me, but I will not go out of my way to order it. For my family, it's usually like a sharing dish that we buy to add on top of our other main dishes, and then we'll just share it. Okay, but I've not really tried this before, even though they've been here for a few years already. And I basically grew up eating the food inside of this market, and keep in mind, this is not the only famous store in this market. This market has like so many well-known stores, and I'll go through a few of them later on. Alright, so you can see here some footage of him cooking the Hokkien Mee, and boy, it was a super duper long wait. Oh my gosh, I thought it would be like a half an hour wait, but no, it ended up being a 1 hour wait. Really crazy. And keep in mind, this is a weekday afternoon, Friday afternoon, mind you. In fact, it was still pretty early. I would still consider it morning. It's only like 11:20 a.m. when I got down there, but I ended up waiting like an hour for it. Okay, so the other famous stores inside of this market is this soybean milk store that recently got featured on Seth Louis' channel. There's this very underrated carrot cake store that not many people know about, but I think I'll cover it in a future video. There's also this halal prawn mee store that I think got featured on channel 8 before, called Dina's Kitchen. Really good and really value for money prawn mee. And all the way on the other side, there is also Ugly Muffins, another very famous muffin store that I did not manage to film. Okay, so now I am back home, and boy, I did not expect to wait so freaking long. It was like, yeah, it was an hour's wait. Oh my gosh, 1 hour wait just for this, man. This better be worth it. So according to the Hokkien Mee experts, you have to order takeaway when you buy Hokkien Mee. Let it steam inside this brown rice package. This brown packaging right here, for it to have the maximum amount of flavor. And this belongs to the wetter version of Hokkien Mee. Okay, not sure if you guys can see it here. Oh my gosh, steaming hot. Okay. And there's 1, 2, 3 prawns. Okay, the prawns belong to the smaller side, but still 3 prawns nonetheless. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze the lime here. Where's my lime? Okay, I'm going to squeeze the lime here, and then we are going to give it a taste. Okay, squeeze the lime. Sure, don't want any of those seeds getting in. Okay, and we'll dump the seeds and the lime, the remainder of the lime here. And I'm going to wipe my hands first. Alright, so let's give it a good mix, and then we'll try. There's also their sambal chili inside here. Give it a good mix. Okay, and this is definitely the wetter Hokkien Mee, as you guys can see. Oh my gosh. Okay, sambal chili is at the side here. I'm going to try a bit without the sambal chili first, and then we're going to try with the sambal chili. Okay, so first impression. Smells pretty good. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Grab some of the egg. Wow, immediately you get hit with that wok hei flavor. It's a very distinct flavor, distinct smoky flavor, and it's a little bit different from the usual wok hei flavor that you get. So, oh my gosh, the noodles are cooked just nice. They are not soggy, but at the same time they are not hard either. Okay, let's try the sotong. Okay, now a big part of Hokkien Mee is really the seafood, the prawns and the sotong, and most of the time these things are overcooked to shit inside of Hokkien Mee because of the fact that they've just been sitting inside there for so freaking long, and yeah, they're usually super overcooked. So let's try the sotong. Okay, This one is not too bad. Okay, it's not super overcooked, but at the same time it is a little bit chewier than I would have liked. Alright. Now let's try the prawns. The prawns in the Hokkien Mee are almost always overcooked. In fact, I don't think I've ever tried a Hokkien Mee store that has prawns that aren't overcooked. Okay, and overcooked prawns, they are just, you know, give out the very cha texture. It's not very good, okay? And prawns that are cooked just nice, they have a nice springy texture. So let's try. Oh wow, these prawns, okay, teeny bit overcooked, but so much better than all of the other prawns that you get from other Hokkien Mee stores. Wow, very good. Now let's try some of their sambal. Okay, I'm going to mix a little bit of it inside here. Okay, so there's sambal at the bottom, and I'm going to try it with this bite of noodles. Let's see how it tastes with the sambal. Oh, sambal really good. Okay, it's spicy enough, but at the same time the spice doesn't overpower the taste of the Hokkien Mee. Very nice. Okay, there's no sweetness, and the sourness I think probably comes from the lime, probably not from the sambal itself, but oh man, sambal are really good as well. Lots of eggs inside here, as you guys can see. Okay, sotong and prawns. Okay, so for some weird reason I didn't get any of the pork lard just now when I ate it, but the pork lard is actually all inside here, and pork lard really good, man. Pork lard is a must inside of Hokkien Mee, guys. Look at it, nice big chunky pieces. If you order the bigger portions, they actually give extra pork lard, which is really nice. Like I saw somebody ordering the $10 version, and they gave like 2 extra packets of pork lard or something like that. So really good pork lard. If you mix it well with the noodles and all that, it really just adds on to the flavor and the layers that you get with this Hokkien Mee. Like the first few bites, I think it was probably my own fault for not mixing it in properly. You know, get some of the sambal in there, you know, get a piece of sotong in there, get a prawn in there, and then you have the perfect bite of Hokkien Mee. Can you guys hear the crunch of the pork lard? Oh my gosh, that is heaven in a spoon. So for $5, is it worth it? Looking at the amount of portion that you get, I would say not really. This is probably worth like $4.50, $4. But hear me out here. $4.50, $4 for the amount that you get. Okay, but for the taste itself, just a little bit more, I would say yes, it is worth the $5. Okay, and this is the cheapest version that they have. Okay, so $5 is already the cheapest portion that you can order from them. Is it worth the 1 hour waiting time though? And I'm actually going to say no. Okay, like I am again, I have to point out the fact that I am not a huge Hokkien Mee fan. Like if it's there, I will eat it, but will I go out of my way to order it? Probably not. But for this one, I would go out of my way to order it because this is actually really good. Okay, in fact, this is probably the best Hokkien Mee I've eaten in my entire life. I've tried plenty of Hokkien Mee before, and I'm not a super big fan of Hokkien Mee, but I really like this one. And will I say it's worth the 1 hour wait? No. Is it worth like a half an hour to 45 minutes wait? Yes. Okay. And keep in mind, today is a Friday, it's a weekday, and I went there at around 11:20 AM in the morning, hoping to avoid the lunch crowd, but man, I guess I was still a step too late. And luckily for me, okay, the long wait was kind of rewarded because this is a fresh batch. In fact, they are almost constantly frying out fresh batches because of how many people are ordering from them. So yeah. So now I'm going to happily enjoy the rest of the Hokkien Mee, and this is my review of the Hokkien Mee from Tian Lai. Okay, I would give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Okay, the seafood miles ahead of other Hokkien Mee seafood, but like I said, there is still room for improvement, and once they really nail that timing down on the perfect coat of the seafood, I think this will be a 10 out of 10. Okay, and of course a little bit of minus points for the long wait time, but that's just how it is with popular stores nowadays. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Tian. Peace out.